Doll 118 Set Shadow here. Fated Clash, our first Divine set, has come crashing out the gate with its release back on Friday, with lots of value amongst many cards, and we've got a few bumps in prices and a few observations to go through today, in addition to a number of other cards that we need to take a look at with this new release. So, we're not going to start with Fated Clash today. We will go into that in a bit. Let's start with a few other cards, and we're going to start with Tedfall, which is the cycler for Cater Sanctuary. This is the Order cycler, which had been getting a lot of hype for the last several months, and the hype only gets higher and higher. Now that we have Resile from Fated Clash, along with Luard potentially playing this card has spiked all the way up to $41 base, with its first few listings going to $42, and the market price is $36.35. If you want the FFR, that's going to be even harder, where you've only got 4 listings starting at $107, and the initial 3 listings make their way up to $150 out of those 4. So this has great synergy with Cleared the World, which is one of the big orders that we've discussed from set 8, initially intended for Regalia, I suppose, with the featuring of Angelica on there, but it's been great for Tedfall to be able to just spam the board early for early rush. Hallucinatory Morpheo has gotten some renewed interest now that we have the Volanos coming out of Fated Clash. There are only 2 listings left on the FFR, with $30 as the base price, but a market price of $19.70. And the triple rare does have a lot of listings available, 15, but $5 base price versus the market price of $3.47. So if you are looking to play Volano, you'll want to keep an eye on this card as well. Monster Creator Archite. As we get closer to more reveals of set 3 Divine, this card has been moving up in value and is almost out of the market with only 6 listings available. Its base price is currently $8 for the triple rare, and it's been selling for $7 to $8. There was one that sold for $3.44, but there are no copies that low on the market except for one that has a $5 shipping tag attached to it. But they're consolidating around $10 right now. We do have a few copies at $8, but most of the copies are sitting closer to $10, so everything is going to come down to just what Archite's new form can do and what other new support that we get. But I would anticipate you won't need to play more than 1 copy of the original, if most of these retrains have been any indication. Regalia of Wisdom Angelica, I wanted to go back through this one as it's underneath 10 listings, and the price has been going up recently. It's actually been selling pretty decently over the last few weeks at as high as $13 from the last 3 sells, and $15 too between May. Yeah, it's actually been pretty sporadic. Sometimes you'll see it sell for $5 to $8, and sometimes you'll actually see it sell for $15 all the way to $25. Available listings are going from 8 to 12 to, it just keeps on going up. It's a pretty wide range here. Consolidation, though, we have a number of copies underneath $10 for the time being. But if those get bought out, this card is looking to get back above $10 at this point. Another one to pay attention to is the FR of The World is a Blue Research Lab. With Eva getting more support down the line, once it gets its new promo, it's likely to see a good amount of additional play in competitive. So right now, it has been selling pretty well at $6, just over $6. And when it comes to quantities, it's pretty sparse amongst the initial listings. Mostly $7 to $8. And yeah, it's overall spread across the place among the listings. There's no real consolidation right now, so it's still gonna sit here for a while. But once we get the promo announcement, I definitely watch this one. Well, it has the good potential to get bought out at that point. So another one that got noted to me, someone was asking me about this card recently, Static Crack Dragon. They wanted to get a few copies, and so I took a look, and I found that the FR is actually kind of low on listings. So 4 listings altogether, and the market price has gone up on this one. $1.41, but not too much higher. It was about $1 before. It still sells for $1, but available listings start from $2.23, and then they go up to $5. So I was hearing about this used as tech for Shiranui. The regular form of it, though, is not really seeing that much movement, at least not in terms of its price. It's still available for 25 cents, and oh, but it has been moving quite a bit recently. I see 50 cents to 70 cents on this card, and consolidation is more around 50 cents, so there are still a lot of quantities available there. But it is moving, and the market price is up from about 20 cents to 39 cents. The SP of Skullwitch Nemain is out of stock, and it's been out of stock for a little while. While the market price has been down, it's 46.62 right now, with the latest sells being 43 all the way to $55. But if you need more copies of this, well, if you want SPs, you'll have to shop around and see if you can find them elsewhere at this point. Magnolia Elder. Fated Clash did bring in some more Sylvan Beast support, so I wanted to see where this was sitting at. Very cheap for either the set 4 or the triple drive reprint. They're both under $1 for their base price, and the market price of the triple drive one is $1. I would say you can ignore the market price on the original, as recent sales have all been $1 or close to it, and available listings, we have a good amount of them at $1, and then they actually go up to 4s. But then you do have the triple drive version, which has a number more listings available that will be cheaper. Drag Rider Rhee Hub. This one had been... There was an attempted buyout on this one where the market price is going up, and it still is. And as of the end of April, it went up pretty high. Recent sales, someone did buy copies of this for $3.49. And when you take a look at the actual listings, there's consolidation at $3.49 and upward. There are only 2 listings available that are still underneath that point, and they only have 1 copy apiece. So this card is actually moving up now. That attempted buyout from before is starting to bear fruit for anyone who tried to buy into it. There's also Brachio Force. The original common from set 3 is down to 8 listings on the market and has its market price seeing another rise, where it's now available only for $1 or higher right now. And when it comes to the recent sales, players have been buying this for as close to $2 too. Market price is currently $1.16 as well. So definitely have to watch this one, as it's almost gone, but it does have the reprint promo. So actually, let's take a look at that. The whole spread right now, when we take a look at that reprint, it's 15 listings for the regular one, where it's still $1 there too, so that's also a problem. And when it comes to the holo foils, we have $2.50 for the original, and the reprint holo foil is $4 right now. So this card is up there, and for a common, $1 is getting up there. Sagon. Now, we have listings back on the market for this one, but with the release of Fated Clash, there are not too many listings yet up there. 12 overall, and then $22.50 is the lowest price. It's selling for $20 and above, and most of the copies are $22 right now, and eventually they make their way up to $25. So we still don't have the foils of these on the market, as most shops have not gotten the tournament pack promos that you were supposed to get if you bought boxes. At least none of my stores did. So that's another problem to consider. But once the foils hit the market, that will probably be pretty ridiculous. With Sagon now in play, though, I wanted to take another look at the Luard deck and see where prices are at there. Now the base deck is $160. Fun. Only 2 listings available. The market price is $138.50. This is not the premium deck set. The premium deck set is $285 and $298 market price. Yeah, Luard got a big bump thanks to Sagon. So if you that's all I can say about this. Knees is currently $53 and everything else is still basically $5 for a lot of the foil or full arts. And if you want the maximum rarity crest, that's currently $40. Direi Doll Bethani, which is the critical trigger that comes out of the new trial deck for Dark States. Well, thanks to Android, I'd say, this card has gone up a lot. It's now $4.50 to pick up base, and the market prices are at least $2. So if you want to pick these up, you might as well just pick up the trial deck, because you will get the energy counter along with these, because now the Dark States deck, even at $20, is worth it just to pick up 4 of these. Now we're going to get into Fated Clash, starting with Resile. Currently, we've got 10 listings on this one, and it's been selling for $22 and above with the last few sales. Market price is $21.79, and copies are available pretty readily for $24 and below right now. So the thing, though, is how quickly they'll get bought. And given that it was on its way down to $15 before, we'll have to see if it can break some more boundaries. Then we've got Varga Dragas, which is probably the best triple R to pull in the set right now. $22.99 for the base price, and it's been selling for $25 plus. Again, another one where we have them mostly consolidated around $25, but that is still split among listings. Not a very heavy consolidation at this point. And when it comes to listings, there are 15 of them, so we'll see where it goes from there. This one is running out of listings, though. Lascara Volano, which is the grade 3 of the whole Volano set. 5 listings left on this card, and the market price is now just over $4.50. There's only 1 copy left at $5 plus shipping. And then when you look at all the other ones, they are at least $7.50 right now. Of course, we've also got $5 ones with a $5 shipping tag, effectively making them $10. So yeah, this card is leaving the market as well, as have a few other triple Rs. Divine Sister Biscotti, which is the most popular of the new cyclers that we got, currently has a base price around $35, and it's been selling around that point. We have a good amount of copies around 35, and after that, it does make its way back up to 40. So if you need the triple rare of this, it's still up there. I mean, it's cheaper than when it first came out for the sneak peek, so that's definitely better than before. We can't exactly go without looking at a few silver rares specifically. I want to look at Noia to start, which is Resile support. This silver rare is with 14 listings and starting at $14. Market price, though, is $15.65, and it's been selling just under that point with the more recent sales. Most copies are available on under 14 right now, but we do have a fair amount that are just above there, but they go as far as 15 on the first page. You've also got Direi Doll Providencia, which is the biggest support card of the set. Well, I'd say it's the biggest support card, as it's the one that enables multi-attack. This has $9.50 to start with a market price of just $9.59, and then there are only 5 listings left on this. We're $10, and we go all the way. They consolidate at $18.47. All the listings that are 14 and under only have 1 copy available, so watch out. A quick overview of the trigger SIRs that come from Triple Drive, because I have been seeing an increase in base price on a lot of these. Prorobi is still the most expensive, no surprise there, and it's also the only one that's over 100. Alpec and Riley are next in line with their market prices, but Riley's got the higher base price of $80 right now. And Pyro, which is Brandgate's front trigger, is a bit up in value, but it's still $30. 5 listings though, so it is pretty close to leaving. Frenzied Harris is the one that really surprises me, where it's been bought out to the point of 40, but the market price is 20. And then Connector is 42, which is in line of its market price. Flare Veil Dragon's gone up. Base price is now $51.41 with a market price of almost $44. We take a look at some of the others. I covered Lena a little while back, which now has a base price of $75.58. Blade Feather Dragon's at $55. Alana's at $50. And Decker Cop is another one that surprises me too. $65 on that card. And its market price is actually $64, which is insane. But what's even more insane is that the Oracle has foretold, and it has come to pass. Angel Ladder has sold over $100 as with the last few days. Listings are available from $95, but there are only 4 copies at $95. After that, it's a straight $100 plus, and only 7 listings now. So until we get some more of the Regulus pieces, I don't think we're going to see much of a difference on this card for some time. And I don't know where the ceiling's going to be. Yeah, that's all I can say. This is a really good card. I don't know where the ceiling is going to be on this one. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.